Okay, we apply the square root property to this, and we get 1 minus 4x equaling plus or minus the square root of 4. But the square root of 4 is 2. So 1 minus 4x equals plus or minus 2. Now subtract 1 from each side, and you get negative 4x equaling negative 1 plus or minus 2. Lastly, divide negative 4, divide each side by negative 4, and you get that x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 2 divided by negative 4. This gives us two answers to the question. The plus will give us 1, and the minus will give us another. So if we pick the plus, we get x equals negative 1 plus 2 divided by negative 4. This means that x is equal to negative 1 plus 2 is equal to positive 1. 1 divided by negative 4, so x equals negative 1/4. There's one solution. The other solution comes from picking the minus here, so you get negative 1 minus 2 divided by negative 4, and x equals that. This means that x is equal to negative 3 divided by negative 4, so x equals positive 3/4. Those are the two solutions for x. The actual problem asks, what is the sum of these solutions? Negative 1/4 plus 3/4 add up to positive 2/4, or 1/2. So the sum is 1/2 of those. Now for problem number 103, again we apply the square root property. So we get that x plus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 25. The square root of 25 is 5. So, subtracting 1 from both sides of the equation, we find that x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 5. And we get two possible solutions, one by choosing the positive and one by choosing the negative here. So what we get choosing the positive here, we get that x is equal to negative 1 plus 5. So x equals 4. And if we choose the minus, we get that x is equal to negative 1, negative 5. So x is equal to negative 6. On problem 104, we also now apply the square root property. And so we get that 2x minus 7 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 11. Add 7 to both sides, and we get that 2x is equal to 7 plus or minus the square root of 11. Finally, dividing both sides by 2, we get our two solutions then, that x is equal to 7 plus or minus the square root of 11, all divided by 2. Those are the two solutions to that quadratic equation.